Sociology, the foundations. Society, like the human body, has interdependent parts, needs, and functions. Émile Durkheim, France, from 1858 to 1917. When sociology was created, it was still looking for a methodological basis. Some proposals were based on economics like Karl Marx's, but philosopher and biologist Herbert Spencer defined society through evolution, creating the organicist model, also known as social Darwinism. Durkheim adopted the idea and developed it even further. Viewing society as a whole organism was an attempt to avoid dealing with each person's subjectivity. As you may know, everyone is different, and studying a society of ever different parts would make it really difficult to apply positivism to sociology. Instead, Durkheim believed that the group would be mainly functional, like a machine. The parts may be different, but they always carry out a measurable function. These functions are what he called social facts, which are external to the individual and can be studied empirically. Now, the new society wasn't entirely characterized by capitalism as Marx had said, but also by industrialization. Just like Ferdinand Tönnies, Durkheim considered that when society changes, its solidarity changes as well. His analysis was slightly different though. In the past, there was a mechanic solidarity characterized by collective consciousness, and the union of people was based on similarities. Since most jobs focused on subsistence, there wasn't a huge difference between the fields in which every person worked. Therefore, the proximity of family bonds and collective work held them together. In the industrial society, it was the opposite, and organic solidarity arose. It was based not on similarities, but on differences. This is one of the most interesting parts of his theory. In nature, organisms were very simple at the beginning, but over time, they adapted to their environment, competed, and evolution took place. Different species developed organs, extremities, and systems, becoming more and more complex. That's exactly what happens with every society. They evolve due to changes in their environment, competition, and exchange with other societies. It all started with the division of labor. Not everyone produced food or constructed huts anymore. There was a huge variety of new jobs. But we can all agree that, for example, an accountant wouldn't survive without the work of a farmer. That is what Durkheim meant. Organic solidarity is based on the differences that allow people in a society to benefit each other. Each and every one of the parts is needed for a proper development, just the way our bodies need each and every one of our organs to stay alive. Society became an organism. This is the basis of the sociological perspective called functionalism. Just as in nature evolution is favored by natural selection, the evolution of society is favored by the dynamic density, or changes in the size and concentration of the population, which leads to the division of labor that we mentioned previously. Now, the fact that societies are like organisms when they work also means that they are like organisms when they don't work. If an organ doesn't carry out its function, the body can be harmed or even die depending on the severity. Societies are no different. If a group of individuals doesn't fulfill its function, the stability of society could be severely affected. This breakdown of standards was called anomie. This is why each of us is important and priceless for our society. We should work together and always do our best. Society is not a mere sum of individuals. Rather, the system formed by their association represents a specific reality which has its own characteristics. If you enjoyed the explanation we presented in this video, we invite you to discover some more of our content produced by Kanik Time. In case there's any doubt, clarification, or topic proposal, we remain at your service. Please feel free to leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe.